Welcome. Okay, let's get cracking on some gameplay, shall we? It's been another busy week. Plenty to do. So much to think about. But I just want to take a little bit of time now, build a campus, and forget all about it for 5 minutes. Because it's quite a bit going on with work, juggling, getting stuff sorted, redesigning stuff. So it just takes a lot of brain power. What am I doing?
Students are reminded to be constantly upbeat.
3 research projects. Do I have a research facility? I do. Oh, excuse me. Okay. Let's just do any old research. Okay. What am I playing at? Let's see if we can get everybody fairly happy. Set you to the place where you're okay with your wages. Get you some training. Pastoral will do. Oh.
Janitor to repair machinery.
Right, what's wrong with Tex? Wants to join a club. Do I not have a club? I have a club. Okay, well let's see about putting another club out. So we have book club and what about this club? Can we just stick all the clubs out here? That should be enough, right? Okay. Carlton, what's going on? You're not happy with your wages. Let's do something about that. You're chilly. Well. Right, let's check in with the students. What do we need? Wants private tuition. Okay.
Janitor is needed.
Let's
to
send you
collect
for private
litter.
tuition and a pastoral issue. Whatever's happening there. Okay, that was a little bit more money. Needed that. Because I've got to start paying these people a bit more to get my class averages up. Right, okay, let's pay attention to you for 5 minutes because don't think about dropping out. Just go do what I've told you to do. Mayoral visit. Okay. Chloe Pugwash. You're alright. Nothing wrong with you. Right, Isabel. What's happening?
Janitor to repair machinery.
Do you reckon we can get her to any kind of support before she drops out? Or do you reckon we're done? Trevor, what's happening? Nothing wrong with you either. Stop whinging. Isabel. Okay, level 13. We're just right. Let's get a little bit of speed.
You're listening to Campus Radio.
A little bit of
I'm Maggie
speed.
Watmore, and I just learned what this button does. I'm not sure when I would use it, but I suppose it's good to know. One more time. Excellent.
Oh, I'll tell you what. I'm very cold today. Like, it's warmer than it's been all winter. I'll say that. Is it? What temperature does it think it is? 9 degrees. I like that we need. Because how many loans do I have out right now? Oh, just the one. Oh, that's good. We're okay. Yeah, 9 degrees is warm in comparison. My fingers can't seem to get any warm into them. I don't know whether it's because I've been in the kitchen making wax melts and it's just colder in there and I'm struggling to get warmer. Just cannot seem to sort myself out. You're having medical care, okay. So that should be fine. Let's see where we're at. 4 bees, complete 3 research projects. One of them is on the go now. Okay. Expel some moles. Well, it would help if I could understand that dynamic at all. I tried. It didn't make any sense. Right, Gregory, what's going on?
Janitor needed to unblock toilets. Lovely.
What do we need to buy? An orb statue. I can't seem to click on. This is becoming a problem. Chloe, you're fine. Let's have a look at Henrietta. What does Henrietta need? I'm just tired. Go to the dorm then. The dorm would be good.
I can't read what this next segment is about because I've lost my glasses, but I am told that that's quite ironic. So yeah, here's Hugh.
Yes, it's not quite business as usual here at Duckworth Campus Food Court, where one of the servers has lost a contact lens. Unfortunately, they do believe the lens was lost during the preparation of a particularly big lasagna. They're asking every student to check their portion before they chew. But as of yet, no sight of the missing lens.
Janitor required in bathroom.
Okay, so we're doing okay. I think I need to turn that around, don't I? That's better. I think this also needs to be turned around. I think I was just getting a little bit, you know. Why does everybody need something all of a sudden? Repeat. What do you need? A vaulting course. Well, that's a problem, isn't it? Room's not big enough, is it? Why does it tell you it only needs to be a certain size? If it knows full well, it's going to want you to stick stupid things in
Janitor
it.
to repair machinery.
Okay, well, let's just do the... Okay. Well, okay, so much is happening. Health, what's going on? We want some more training. Not a problem. Penelope, unattractive environment. Oh, I don't have a staff room. Huh. Okay. let's see about building a staff room then. Okay, so we could stick a staff room here. Can I just see what's going on, please?
Janitor needed in
There we go.
dormitory.
Staff room done. Two-player game. Sure, you can have. That vaulting course is the problem though, because I just don't have the space for it. Carlton, what's happening? Nothing. You're just whinging. Jessica. Let's get you some pastoral care.
Here's Wanda, who'll be telling us the coolest
I'm gonna
way
have to reject
get
that
around
for
the
now.
county.
Okay.
Yes,
Still need to get
the bus
5 of those
is a
done.
new hot way to travel. Have you been on the bus? Oh, it's amazing. They're like huge cars. I am obsessed. And you don't have to drive. You can look at the scenery, check your phone, you know, all the fun stuff you usually do while driving. But this way, it's much more safe.
Janitor to repair machinery.
Oh, you've got to go to gastronomy class. Cool. Just bear with me 1 second.
Showering is technically but not socially optional. Janitor to repair machinery.
Okay, 1 sec.
Cheesy gubbins are back. Where did they go? Nowhere! Easy Gubbins. The only thing you can count on.
The summer break would be a convenient time for construction.
Another oh god. Why did I do this? I'm just gonna try and find. Just bear with me.
Enjoy
I just
your
need to
summer.
try
I know I will.
and book my icons before. Because they're bothering me. Not my eyes. The opticians.
Attention. Your finger is not a toothbrush.
I wonder if it's not that. Oh dear, why is everything so difficult?
Janitor to repair machinery.
That's all from us today at Campus Radio. As expected, there wasn't really a good opportunity to use that button during the show, so before we leave, I thought we'd have one more go. There you have it.
Okay, that works.
Janitor to collect litter. Sorry. Assistant needed in library. Showering is technically but not socially optional. Janitor is needed to collect litter.
Okay, I think I've done that. So back to the game. But we're gonna have to build. Some more space. Oh no, I've got. I didn't even know. Computer lab, science lab, gadget lab. Right, do I have another panic room? What's a panic room look like? Is this a panic room? Can we not? Right, panic room. Okay, so we need to copy that.
Janitor needed in
Put that in somewhere. Oh no. Right, that definitely doesn't fit. So we need to. Oh, here we go. Let's make a mess.
You're listening to Ricky Hawthorne on 2 Point Radio.
Okay. Let's copy
Good day,
and-
I'm Ricky Hawthorne, and welcome to the show. On my drive-in this morning, I was speedily overtaken
Nice.
by a car full of whippersnappers, pipsqueaks, and good for something.
Astronomy
I couldn't
teacher.
tell what they were chanting, but it certainly did look like fun. So today, only partly because I've got nothing else planned,
It's not
I
making
thought
them
I'd
do
pay
just
tribute
one thing
to
there.
those young people by telling you a few stories from my glory days.
Another spy school teacher. Another lecture theatre. Can we fit you in there? Oh, you do fit. You do. Okay. and then another savoury kitchen. Is this
Your
a
body's
savoury
a
kitchen?
temple, and you wouldn't fill a temple with crisps.
Wouldn't I? This is the real question. Right, okay, that doesn't really fit there, so can we fit it? Oh, that's nice. It leaves me with absolutely zero money, but here we are. So little money. Let me give you more money. I can't give you any training just yet, so gonna have to wait a little bit. Lionel, what's going on? Wants to drop out. What is the problem? Exactly.
The timetable is not written in stone. Still, we're not changing it.
My timetable is written in stone, so I can't even get a new because we've got so much stuff broken. And the place is an absolute tip. Orb monuments. Can't do any of these things because we're still poor. So poor.
Now taking students for spy school.
Carlton, you're okay. Lionel, can we get you some help? No, you're already gone. Cool. Well,
For those of you who don't know how I spent my formative years, I was born, bred and buttered right here in 2 Point County before attending what was then called 2 Point University. I think it's still called that now, but it was then too. Right, top drawer anecdotes coming up, but first, here's another toe tapper.
I can't seem to help Fred. I want so much stuff when I can't afford to do it.
Announcement. Healthy body, healthy mind. I came up with that.
Okay. Should have some money now. I've got to find some. I can't do the vaulting course. Okay. So we could do everything but the vaulting course right this minute.
Students should go to pastoral support for,
Can I make it
well,
bigger?
anything really.
And then can I get the vaulting course resourcing. I can't afford it, but I can put the extra gym in for now. Okay. Need to wait till the end of the month.
Assistant needed in the student union.
Let's get you a little more money. That'll do. Some training. Lionel still hasn't left. God knows what you're doing. Right, so we've done another 35 grand, so we can pop.
When it comes to food, sometimes simple living is happy living. Don't get me wrong, I'm incredibly lucky to eat a wide range of things nowadays, from chicken sandwiches to pastas of seemingly infinite shapes and lengths. But I'll never forget that time at university when I lived off an enormous block of cheddar. I was said to be mostly
student age
cheese by the end of
prestige
term, and you know, I think they were right.
A microwave. And a sink in there. A refrigerator. I think that's all you need. You need a
Janitors
microscope.
needed to collect litter.
Can I get one in here? Can I get one in any of these rooms? Do I have another one? So let's edit this room. And we'll stick an extra. I want to edit. I want to make the room a little bigger. And then we want to put in the microscope.
Students with a long way to go should really get moving.
Invalid room. Invalid collision. Invalid room. What? Where is it trying to get me to put it? Okay. Science lab then. I don't know. Where does it go? Closed science lab. Which is computer lab, right, science lab, which is where it's trying to get me. Gadget lab.
Janitor required for groundskeeping. Thank you.
Can we make this room bigger? Okay, I'm trying.
New to the Crummy student range, instant casserole. You want a warming meal, but you've not got all day. Come on! With Crumley's new instant
Throne
casserole
table.
range, you just add water, and you've got something a lot like casserole.
Okay.
Mmm,
Kind of
just like
getting there.
Mama used to make.
Need to get these research things done then. fine, or are you just stuck somewhere? Why can't I send anybody for medical issues or anything like that? What is happening?
Assistant needed in library.
Okay, let's start a new project. Okay, that was a good month. Okay. Get you some pastoral care. And then let's have a look at the place as a whole. I think we need to get another. Oh, we've got one janitor in. It's no wonder. Let's get you working.
Janitor to repair machinery.
Now here we get another guy.
Listening to Ricky Hawthorne on 2 Point Radio. One summer, some friends and I headed north on a fisherman's pilgrimage to Tumble. I tell you, there's no freedom like it. Just a group of mates, their matching bucket hats, and a case of antique fishing flies. Pure bliss.
He's going to drop out because he can't get into pastoral before his class finishes, so
Medical issues can interfere with your studies. Go to the nurse and get back to work. Janitor required for groundskeeping. Thank you. Janitor is needed to collect
It may come as a surprise to some of you, but the young Hawthorne was something of a prankster. Yes, once at school, the gang and I bought several thousand soft drawing pencils, and in the dead of night, swapped them with our school supply of much harder standard issue pencils. I only wish you could have seen the look on Mr. Featherbridge's face when he tried taking registration the next morning. Oh, the man was livid. Unfortunately, 2 of the boys were expelled for breaking and entering. Don't trespass, kids.
We're going to lose another one to the fact that we just simply can't do anything.
Janitor needed to unblock toilets. Lovely.
What's the problem?
Showering is technically but not
Problem
socially
with the
optional.
cyber kitchen? Where's cyber kitchen? Are we just low on? Should we get another pastoral?
Students eating rubbish are reminded that you are what you eat.
I need somebody in pastoral, please.
Student support can be found in student support.
We still can't. I need somebody with
I
pastoral.
want to stress that I don't think a young person's life is all fishing trips and A-grade hijinkery. No. I also took a great deal of substance from the many mentors and role models in my young life. I'll never forget the professor who took my Introduction to Advanced Thinking course at university. He once told me, "Ricky, I don't think you'll ever understand what I'm saying." And he was right. A very wise man, that one.
get another sweet kitchen. I think this is the sweet kitchen, isn't it?
The academic year is over. Students must vacate the campus.
I mean, it does fit. Another gastronomy teacher. Maybe we should get somebody who can research marketing. I want somebody specific. Let's get you specifically to do research.
Welcome to the start of a new year. I'll be your host. Hello.
Let's bump you up. Oh, you've got to go to gastronomy class.
You students should make a good first impression. No pressure.
Okay, Trevor's chilly. What's the problem here?
Thanks for joining me on a lovely walk down memory lane. Before we go, I just wanted to remind you that glory days aren't just for the young amongst us. In truth, there's no way I'd rather be than here with you at
You're
2 Point
having-
Radio. Today's show was sponsored by Bungle Kitty Litter, the litter tray that'll make your critter's day.
I can't do anything until you've finished your class. And I've already got you lined up for pastoral care.
Attention. Your finger is not a toothbrush.
It's a good month. And some more training.
Announcement. Healthy body, healthy mind. I came up with that.
No. Fine, whatever.
Janitor needed to unblock toilets.
I'm tired.
Lovely.
Should we get another gastronomy teacher in? I can't get you any help.
Go to the gym to exercise, or see those benches from primary school.
You hate.
Janitor to repair machinery.
This is Felicity Bellbottoms, and you're listening to Campus Radio, where we do all the work for none of the pay. We've got a great show for you, but first, here's some music.
Want some nicer dorm. There you go.
Assistant needed in the student union.
I don't think we're going to be able to help you either.
Janitor to repair machinery. to clean up the place. Thank you.
As a student, it can be hard to find time for, well, everything. Here's Maggie with a tip for getting things done. Multitasking is great. I don't know what I'd do without it. Sometimes I'm there, writing an essay while listening to a recorded lecture and covering an event for campus radio, and it just dawns on me, if multitasking wasn't so great, this would all be a bit much. Thanks, multitasking.
Research project complete. Aren't you clever?
I am.
No one else is stupid enough to build what we've done.
Failing students should work smarter and harder. Janitor to clean up the place. Thank you.
And now, the story of a teaching hospital and some missing bones.
Here at the teaching hospital in Mitten, students look forward to a long and healthy life in medicine. But while they were sleeping, with visions of crutches and pharmaceutical machinery in their heads, their teaching skeletons went missing. They've tried making their own skeletons out of wire, toothpicks, and toilet paper, but sadly, they're 39 bones short and don't know what they're missing. For now, their education and the future of healthcare in our county is looking boneless and a little limp. Fliss, back to you.
That course isn't going to finish in time.
Janitor needed in dormitory.
We've got to get the food
Campus
rating up.
provides healthcare for its students. Well, it should. Despite the rumours, the campus grounds are not a toilet.
Whoa, is that? It can't be! New from Cheesy Gubbins. One big gubbin. Out of your dreams and into your mouth.
It's almost the end of the academic year, in case you hadn't noticed. End-of-year results are now available. No unauthorized panicking.
Okay, what's next? B grade classes, 12s, campus level, expel 3 moles. Okay, we gotta figure out this mole thing.
You students should make a good first impression. No pressure.
Thanks for joining us on Campus Radio. If anyone from 2 Point Radio is listening in or has received my emails, I graduate next year and will be available for paid or unpaid roles at your station. Thanks.
Medical issues can interfere with your studies. Go to the nurse and get back to work. Janitor required in bathroom.
This is harder than it looks.
Students are reminded that you don't have to ask to go to the toilet.
Right, I got them all.
Janitor needed in dormitory.
Right, come back. It's here. Or him. What's happening? I need this to slow down. Is it somebody in this room?
Your body is a temple, and you wouldn't fill a temple with crisps.
Well, I got the wrong one. I'm just expelling people all over the place now.
Sir Nigel Bickleworth. Cheers, cheers! On 2 Point Radio. Forget what you're doing and give in to the saccharine melodies of my voice. I am Sir Nigel Bickleworth, and you may not know it, but you've just made a wonderful decision. The finest radio show in town, coming right up.
Janitor required in bathroom.
It's one of these two. Got one. Okay, I just gotta do one more.
Assistant needed in library. Janitor required in bathroom.
Oops. Wrong one.
Showering is technically but not socially optional.
This week on Sir Nigel Reviews, we'll be talking about a modern beat combo,
Right,
a
I
group
got 'em.
that call themselves the Helium Baboons. I must admit, while it may not be my usual cup of beef tea, for contemporary mindlessness, and that's what this is, it was not as bad as most of today's dirge and drivel. Helium Baboons, not as bad as I feared they would be. 2 shrugs out of a possible 5.
Janitor required in bathroom. Assistant needed in library.
Chili.
Janitor needed in sweet kitchen.
Nice dorm or more dorm. Should we put another dorm in?
It's time for Spill the Tea, where we take some finely dried hearsay from our shameless county and strain it for all the precious nectar we can. Education Minister Tarquin Foxbridge is under scrutiny for describing 2 Point's youth as ambitionless nitwits, and I can see why. I can only hope that it's an abridged form of the full quotation. It would be remiss of him to forget that they are also loud, foolhardy, crass, smelly, and generally hopeless.
questions. I believe that smell is you. Despite the rumours, the campus grounds are not a toilet.
New to the Cromley student range. Fish in a box. We at Cromley have been serving fish to 2 Point County for over 10 years. It's a proud tradition, and now it's a tradition in a box. Easy to cook. Tasty to eat. You're not sure what it is, but it's definitely in a box. Just like Mama used to make.
Failing students should work smarter and harder.
You, I think. Got him.
Students with pastoral issues should go to student support.
And now, for the results of last week's sonnet writing competition. I must say I was appalled, if not surprised. They were lacking structure, they were lacking soul. Some of you wouldn't know an I am from a dactyl. We'll be rolling the competition on to next week, so send in your sonnets. They can't get any worse.
Some students have a long way to travel. Is that their problem or ours? The academic year is starting soon. Was there anything we wanted to do? The timetable has now been published. Schedule your lives accordingly.
My respect for those that choose chivalric and knightly pursuits. Well, it's really very large. The Bigglesworths, after all, come from a rich and prestigious line of people on and near horses. That being said, feudal aristocracy use their hands far too much for my liking. The swordsmanship, the adventuring. Have you ever held a lance? It's a chore. If you're so important, why are you doing all that work? Rule smarter, not harder.
Students should check in before trying to learn. students should try to be less terrible. Janitor is needed to collect litter. Student support can be found in student support.
It seems that Agatha Spear and the Orb Foundation are targeting the county's colleges in an attempt to appeal to a younger demographic. Those orb-happy loons must be subdued at all cost. But wasting their time trying to brainwash our brainless students seems like a terrific diversion. I'm so glad we found a use for our horde of unwashed undergraduates.
Students are reminded that you don't have to ask to go to the toilet.
Oops.
And now for the segment we call Agony Answers. You provide the agony, and I'll provide the answers. This week's problem is from Helpless in Hogsport. I'm stuck in my bathroom. I think the doorknob fell off. What should I do? Well, I'd start by contacting someone under less anonymous circumstances. Perhaps a friend or the local authorities. Best of luck and so on.
Janitor to collect litter. Sorry. Janitor required in bathroom. Attention. Your finger is not a toothbrush.
Come on, level 12. Did it. Okay, what have we got to do? Grade A. Level 18. Win a celebrity cook-off event. Okay, what can I... Gastronomy course level 5. Okay. So we've got to put some money into that. We can do the others. Now let's do the grades.
Janitor needed in dormitory.
We've got a lot of A's. I think we go because that's the graduates, so we could probably just wing that and get the level 18s.
janitor is needed to collect litter.
Good morning. You're listening to Ricky Hawthorne on 2 Point Radio. Hello there, it's Ricky Hawthorne on 2 Point Radio, where today we'll be asking the question, do slow news days prompt needless questions? You won't be able to miss it.
Janitor required in bathroom.
What is happening? I only need to get one level 18 kid. So I just need to pick that kid.
Students are reminded that you don't have to ask to go to the toilet.
No, kids. I need to
Janitor required in bathroom. Assistant to the library. Thank you.
Later in the week, I'll be talking to the Boogie Nights. Those metal-clad funk makers are equal parts gallantry and groovy groove music. Knights and chivalry were first popular hundreds of years ago, of course. But isn't it funny how these trends come around? Stay courtly, kids.
It doesn't matter how desperate you are. No urinating on campus facilities.
I tell you what's the matter, you want. Because he's going to graduate. That's a problem. I need to pick on a year. A year one.
Some students have a long way to travel. Is that their problem or ours?
I need to pick on somebody new, don't I? And get them completely trained up. Let's see what the end of this year brings anyway, and then we'll leave it till next week. Nice. Okay, we need to do another year anyway.
I recently
Okay.
spent a weekend
We're going
away
to
on
call it there.
the island. A
Save.
beautiful...
So as always, thank you so much for hanging out. Thank you for all the support, and I will hopefully catch up with you Wednesday. See you then. Bye.